Scorpio, to your end of the month reading. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, hit that big old like button and subscribe. This message is coming out. Okay, my friends. Well, I like this. Releasing worry and reaching out. Eight of Swords in reverse. Said seasons are changing. As the seasons change, so do our emotions. We start to release worries, doubts, fears as things are changing. Seasons have a way of making things brand new, right? I mean, you figure you already have between the new moon and the full moon to change things around, but now you got the big seasonal change, which is the big shift. Putting you right back into leadership mode with the Emperor coming out. Understanding where your authority is, taking back your authority in the situation. No more for me. Not feeling like I'm in competition mode anymore. I'm done. I'm exhausted. It exhausted me, and I don't want to stay there no more. So really feeling like you're pulling yourself out at this time. If you haven't felt it yet, you're going to probably start feeling it. Know it. Feel it. There's no reason for the challenge. Spirit says there's no reason for this challenge. There's no reason for the lack of confidence. Pull yourself out. Gain those reins back. You are the Emperor. You have the power. For those of you who are already feeling it, you can feel that energy saying, yes, you know what? I can feel like I have the personal power within myself. I'm gaining back this control of my emotions and my mental. I'm not going to allow anything to overwhelm me anymore. I'm not going to allow this person to destroy my confidence or allowing myself to destroy my own confidence by self-sabotage, right? Getting rid of that self-doubt. Changing those self-belief systems around, or just changing that all around period. No more negative talk. No more negative talk, no more listening to what you have to say or what I want to say to myself or what's going on within the situation. I'm moving on and moving out of that energy. Okay, so what does Spirit say? Ooh. You're on an ambitious, fast-thinking roll right now and driven to succeed. So you're going to find that, you know what, you will still in some ways still kind of feel like you're defending your beliefs. Right? The only difference is that it's going to be different. This kind of defense is like I'm defenseless against you. I'm not sure because there's so much conflict and so much competition, right, that I have to feel like I'm standing up for myself. This one is different. This one's truth-seeking and defending my beliefs with what? Power. Assertion. Ace of Pentacles. Wow. With the opportunities, knowing and seeing the truths of the opportunities are opening up for you in more abundance as you're manifesting these opportunities coming toward you as you are the Queen of Wands. Sitting in that beautiful fire energy says that I'm more focused and more determined. So where I'm defending my beliefs is different from feeling like I'm challenged with defending my beliefs. See, because when I'm challenged and defending my beliefs, it's like I have to stand up for myself in a different kind of way. Right? I have to defend myself with a stick. This one says I'm not defending with a stick. I am charging toward you, telling you this is the way it's going to be. This one over here is saying, no, it has to be that way. And feeling like, you know what, like I can't really, you know what I mean, like I'm holding my own, trying to maintain control. But see, you already got your control. This is trying to maintain that control. This control over here says, I have control. Don't tell me where my control is. I'm the emperor. Don't tell me. This one's, I'm trying. No, I know. You see the difference? So it's kind of like when you're in this defending your belief system, it's one of those fine hairs. It's like I can pull a hair out of my head, right? But we're gonna try to cut hairs. Split hairs, that's what Grandma used to call it. Split hairs. You're splitting hairs. There's a negative and a positive in every situation. What word are you using? Which way are you doing it? You know, if you're doing it this way, then yes. If you're doing it that way, then you see what I'm saying? So this one is exactly like I said, right? Feeling like if I don't stand up for myself, they're going to walk over me. So I have to stand as sturdy as possible. This one says, no, I'm charging towards you. I'm going to run you over with my beliefs. Don't even try to come at me. Because I'm not going to stand steady. I'm going to run you over. Because now you have that self-confidence enough to say this is where it is. And it could just be your own self-sabotage. I mean, could it be your own ego mind versus your intuition? You charging at yourself, saying, I'm not going to believe that there's negative things. There is no more negative self-talk. Or I'm not going to let you talk to me like that anymore and make me feel like nothing is possible. Whatever the situation is, take it. Everybody's story is different. Take what resonates, what does not, and throw it away. Because that's saying I had lack of confidence, but yet I still have enough confidence to be able to kind of stand my ground for the situation. But it's just not frigging strong enough. Because if they come after me with a horse, what's going to happen to you? They're going to knock you down and trample you. And that's how that's how you feel. And self-sabotage can do that to us as well. But this one says, no, I'm going to trample you. I'm going to trample those thoughts. I'm going to trample through all of that because I am now ready to sit in my throne and I am there and I know what I'm talking about and I'm action-orientated. I see what's going on. Having inspiration to move on. Having the potentials and feeling like the free spirit. Nothing is holding me back anymore. I'm not in challenge mode. I'm not in competition. And even if it exists, I'm not really putting myself into that bubble anymore. If they want to continue to keep trying to, destroy my confidence, they want to try to make competition with me, it doesn't matter anymore. I've moved past that because now I know where I am and where I'm holding on to my own authority, right? So you're also could be having a lot of information that has to do with an inner calling and that awakening coming underneath that Ace of Pentacles. I mean, look at that, guys. I mean, that's it. And there could be some choices that you need to make because it feels like there's something that's going on that says, okay, but I'm not going to allow anything to weigh me down that's of a negative energy. I'm not going to roll that way. Right? If they want to do that, I will not write them. You're going to see a lot of stagnation. Because if they're being very negative, I'm not texting you, I'm not writing you, I'm not talking to you, right? Because I have made stalemate on that situation so that I can move forward in my knowing. Clearing all boundaries when it comes to that situation. So and that's that popping that bubble and saying, I don't need that anymore because I have a clear mind and perception of where it is I need to be and where I can be. So there, you don't even need that anymore because once you become that emperor and you're sitting so high on your throne, you're not worried about what everybody else is talking about or what's going on or worried about what that stupid little mind is saying, that keeps us, holding us down. Because that's where the worry and stuff comes from. So, they may even feel like you're a little cold. You might directly be cold within that communication. Why haven't you talked to me? Because I don't want to talk to you. And maybe you're not even telling them that they're negative. Maybe you're not even telling them, right? If you're talking to someone else. You're just knowing that I've cleared the boundaries because those kind of boundaries are going to be set with new boundaries and the new boundaries are of a clearer mind. So it doesn't mean you still don't have boundaries when you clear boundaries. Usually when you clear boundaries, that means those boundaries are done. I'm probably going to put up a new fence, putting up a new wall, right? There will be new boundaries set now on my terms. Yes, because you're healed and you're healing with your own intentions. These are where my intentions are, and I'm getting strong, and I have the inner self willpower and strength to carry on, and healing from this situation makes me stronger. So it's just making you stronger, and it's putting you in the knowing. I already said that though. I said because you're in the knowing. You know what it is you truly want because you're making a new phase. This is the judgment call of the new phase, the new me, the new way of I'm thinking, the new hope, and the new releasing of things that were holding me in my head. And this is now awaiting the results for the ultimate success and rewards. Because remember, you already have a success and a reward in itself in the making, but now you have extras. And this extra success comes with that extra growth. That extra growth comes from where? Becoming the Queen of Swords. The new perspective, the new boundaries, right? And the clear mind. Ooh, yes. Strong reading. Okay, let's see. You know, the song I have in my head right now, you guys, that just popped up was Twisted Sisters, We're Not Going to Take It. I'm not going to take it anymore. That's so crazy because that is exactly what this reading is. God bless music, right? Universe's way of putting creativity out into the world for us to use in our daily lives. Practice speaking positively about other people and events, and especially for your future. And number one, of yourself. You know, I wish they would have put this about themselves, you know, because in seriousness, yes, we always want to practice, you know, positively speaking about our loved ones and people in general and events and, you know, I can get this job in the future. But I also would like down here, actually, I wish first it would be practice speaking positively about yourself, people, events, and especially the future. I always have to reread these, right? I have to like make them my own. Because you really have to have yourself. Because we can empower people and events all day long, but a lot of times empowering ourselves is the hardest part, right? Sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. Love abounds. Ace of Cups. Fulfillment of enjoyment and wishes of love and self-love. And that's really what this is too. It's kind of like a self-love reading in its own way. Because to empower ourselves means we're putting ourselves first. Because for some of you, literally, you've put somebody else first and they've done nothing but let you down or walk over you. To where it put you into this lower transition, right, of negative thinking. So, and remember guys, if this is not your reading, you can always go watch your rising moon or Venus signs, right? Okay, until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.